PR lifestyle is more than just hitting a PR in the squat, bench, or deadlifts. A PR could be going a week without skipping a meal. It's about being the best version of yourself, always improving.
Come on, somebody out there sitting working harder than you. No! Somebody working harder! Hurry up! Let's go! Somebody going outwork. Somebody outwork you right now.
You versus you. Welcome back. Here we are at Desert Barbell, best powerlifting gym here in Dubai. Today is a big day. I get to do a 1 rep max test, while on TRT, of my squat, bench, and deadlift. I'm going to do it to competition standard with competition grade equipment, calibrated plate, squat, bar, power bar, deadlift bar, all legit. I always wanted to do a mock meet. A mock meet is you're basically lifting to a competition standard with strict judging as you would in comp, but at your own pace, or with whoever you choose to have there. So for me, it's just me here today, so I can go whenever I'm ready. In a standard competition, you can have a flight of 30, 40 plus people. A flight is a session of lifters that are all taking their attempts, right? And you could be waiting 20, 30 minutes plus in between your attempts. You're getting cooled down, you're not warmed up anymore. Energy's doing this and then doing that and then doing this, a roller coaster, and then that whole day from getting from the squat to your final deadlift can take up to 8 hours. So no doubt, by the time you get to the deadlift, you're exhausted and you're not going to be 100% anymore, regardless if you hit a true 1 rep max in the squat bench or not. Just the fact that you had an 8-hour day of having massive energy spikes is going to definitely take a few percent off your 1 rep max deadlift. So today, I'm going on my own pace. I'm going to probably get all 9 attempts done within 2.5 hours, roughly, maybe even quicker. I've never been one that needed a lot of time in between sets to recover. But I'll go when I'm ready. Never thought I would be doing this on TRT. Really would have been interesting to do this when I was on full blast to see just what I was capable of under optimal circumstances. But it is what it is. So, not going to disclose any numbers. Just watch the video and find out what I can do. Up.
Yep.
Up.
You can find these awesome knee ramps at PRSL.com.
Up.
I'm judging you so hard right now. You better fucking smash these squats.
Exactly. I better earn these shoes
There's
as well,
no way you're
right?
gonna shut people up if you nail this.
That's my motivation.
Squat.
got two more. That's the thing with squats, like your CNS takes a while to warm up. So you'll find that the closer you get to your 1RM, the lighter it will feel than in the warm-up sets. So don't ever want to rush the squat warm-up. But technically that's a no lift because I prematurely racked the bar. All good, I got two more. We're gonna make a jump to 716. May or may not take a third. We'll see how 716 goes because I want to save all my energy for the deadlift. Don't want to burn out on the squat, and that was, felt heavy. So see how the 716 goes. Make sure I nail that to death with the rack command. I am having to give me the up command because even though the last 2 weeks I was training with the up command, still don't have that confidence in hitting depth without the up command. And even in a competition, my coach would be here. For example, Gaglione, he would always say up. So there was no fear of like not getting low enough. Because even if you come like literally this much too high and still get the lift and hit all the commands, it'll be a no lift. You have to hit depth, that's the most important thing. What you do?
Come on, Larry.
Let's go. Let's see it. Squat. Right.
Good.
I would say like you probably on the limit. You're probably like on the limit, but you're dipping it just below parallel, so that's good.
Okay.
It's normal when you're at this kind of weights anyway.
For sure. Thought that was high. Thought I was a lot of knee travel.
No, you kind of like you get, and then you just at the last instant, you just like it just dips. The hips just dip below the top of the knee.
Yeah.
So we'll just think about bearing it a little bit more on the next one.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, went up much better than expected, but the eccentric was challenging. See, if I were to go up, maybe I got, from how that moved, 10 more pounds. Maybe 737. But with that said, we want to conserve energy for the bench and deadlift. That was like 98%. And we still got 6 more lifts to do. So I won't go heavier. I'll call it there. I'm gonna take the third. Because I say it went up better than expected, but as I'm thinking back now, clearly it was a challenge. I felt the sticking point. And if I go leap deeper, that sticking point's gonna be even more difficult. So even with the same weight, let alone 10 more pounds. I think it's a smart call to stop there. Then risk a highly likely missed lift. So I was benching and deadlifting with rack commands and squatting with an up command, but not squatting with the rack command. So that's a total ignorance on my part, totally forgot. See, typically when I'm training for a powerlifting meet, I'll be training with my coach, John Gaglione, 2-3 weeks prior to the meet. So he drills in these commands, and that was just something that just totally left my mind. So in a real competition, that would mean it's a no lift. You miss a command, no lift. Whether you squatted to death and you locked it out, it's a no lift. I would take a third attempt, but that last set was a true 1RM max, especially considering that Marco, the judge for the depth, was saying I should have went a bit deeper to play it safe. Yeah, with that same weight, if I went deeper, probably would have been a missed lift because there was a sticking point, right? Once, at least for me, I hit that sticking point midway through the squat, that means I'm at my limit. There should be no sticking points on the first, second attempt. It should go up smooth like butter, right? If you hit that sticking point in the second attempt, or even the first attempt, if you're gonna take more attempts, take very, very small jump. 2 kg, 3 kg, 5 kg tops. Small, tiny jumps. So I bombed out, guys. Okay, look, this is a mock meet. This is really to see how much strength I have lost while being on TRT compared to being on full blast, right? This is what this is demonstrating today. The commands are thrown in there just so I can lift as close to a competition stand as I can, but if it was a comp, it would have been a mislift. Anyways, moving forward, we're going to bench. Same deal, 3 attempts. Work up to maybe 510, 515, just slightly heavier than my training max.
Larry. Settle. Go. Let's go. Come on. Drive through it. Push through it. Up. Oh. Yes. Yeah. PR, baby. Yeah. How much is it? 771, baby. We're on our way for a new world record. Stay tuned. Yeah.
I'll give a head nod for a hand. Okay.
Start. Press. Rack. Start. Press. Power. Rack.
That was very well placed. Very well placed in third attempt. Yeah, good lift.
Oh, an absolute match.
I wasted a little bit on the start just because the right elbow was a bit soft, so it wasn't like fully extended.
Okay.
And then you kind of just extended it, and then we gave you the start.
It's good to know.
Little nuances. Like,
Yeah, I didn't even feel that. Funny.
it's normally the case, like when guys are going for like the third bench, especially at these kind of weights, it's just like you feel like you're fully locked in, and it's just like a little. But
I was wondering why there was a delay, so that makes sense.
You can do it. There we go.
Perfect. So I lost my double Ds, and I lost about 12 to 15% on my bench. All good. I hit identical what I did in training. It was like 507. Happy with that. It was paused with commands. I said, okay, when I start this TRT journey, I want to be able to at least bench 500 pounds. So your androgen receptors, mostly in this region, right? This will respond the most and the quickest. And I noticed that is the biggest difference in my current body weight, current strength, being on TNT or not, is my bench. My squat is very close to what I was doing at that comp at Record Breakers. I did 773, I did 727 today with a wrap. Now my wraps are not as long as the standard powerlifter wrap, and there's not as compression, right? So I would say they added maybe 10 to 20 pounds. The deadlift, however, my best deadlift in training so far was 795. So we're gonna try and go for 826, but might be being ambitious. Let's see how the second attempt moves. Second attempt will be 800. And then if that moves okay, we'll go for 826. What I want to talk about though is how we've only been doing this for an hour right now, right? I've taken all 3 attempts on squat, all 3 attempts on bench. Mind you, these are 100% 1 rep maxes. It's just with years of experience, I've gotten good at choosing the right attempts, right? And I'm not going to add risk when it's unnecessary, and I know that the chance of me getting it is very unlikely, and this is just a mock at the end of the day. So the deadlift, we're gonna move on to now. Same deal, 3 attempts. Just try and chip what I did in training leading up to this day. Take it from there.
Lift is good.
Out, hold it, go. Press. Last. Up. Hold it. Bring it in. Yeah.
Hey, JP Price.
In a standard competition, you may find yourself there for over eight hours. What I'm doing today goes to show not everyone is going to be able to go as quickly as I can. I'm not rushing it. I'm going when I'm ready. And going on my own pace is very, very different than the pace of a competition when you have 20, 30, 40 plus lifters going before you for each of their attempts. Literally, all 9 attempts will be done without rushing anything more than what I'm comfortable with in under 90 minutes. It's just such a more smooth experience because there's no energy spikes and getting cooled down and getting adrenaline back up again, getting warmed up again, and then cramping because of the nerves and the adrenaline spiking up and down. But the atmosphere isn't there, right? So the atmosphere does help tremendously with getting adrenaline going up and adding to the fun of the whole experience. But as I said, today is really just to measure the difference of basically using whatever it takes to get results and taking a healthy approach.
Dump.
So the quicker I go down and pick it up, for example, the quicker the eccentric is and I grab the bar, using that momentum, the better I can get speed off the floor. But that comes with a risk. The risk being ripping up your callus more aggressively because you're not getting a perfect grip on the bar. You have times to set your hands perfectly. They might even be off center just a little bit, which could be enough to miss a lift or worse. Don't want to talk about the worst part. But that's why that opener looked better than the last warm-up, because I slowed down my eccentric on the warm-up. I want to try and get a better grip, but then my floor speed suffered dramatically. right? It was very slow, wasn't explosive. So you want to find like a good middle ground, somewhere in between. Not too fast, where you're just out of control, just speed under control. Because it does make a significant difference in your floor speed. But there are many ways to skin the cat. You don't have to pull as I do. You can take your time at the bottom, take a grip, take some breaths, do some pretend pulls, get your mind right. Some people have that approach, but for me, that always psychs me out. The more time I spend down there at the bottom position, thinking about the lift, the more I'm psyching myself out of the lift. So I like to walk up to the bar, and as soon as I'm up at the bar, go as quickly as I can before I have time to psych myself out or think of something that might worry me or make me feel anxious. I want to go up to the bar with confidence. And you've seen me do it before, and I recommend it. If you walk up to the bar and you're already thinking about what might go wrong, walk back, get your mind right, and walk up again.
Go. Go on, go on. Down.
That was it.
Good.
Yeah, that was the fastest meet I've ever done. So.
Right about now. The list is good and new world record.
All in all, everything went as expected except for the deadlift. So mentally, physically even, I felt ready. I was going at the pace I felt most comfortable. I got all 9 attempts done in under 90 minutes. Not trying to rush anything. That's just the pace that I was comfortable going at. I wanted to keep my heart rate high, keep my adrenaline up. Didn't even take pre-workout today. Not that that really has anything to do with anything. But I wanted 360 to 365 on the third attempt. I ended up with 350. Maybe I could have squeezed out an extra 10 kg, maybe. But I didn't want to add unnecessary risk today. Considering today's main goal was to establish a baseline, right? See where I can potentially build from. But squat and bench went exactly as expected. Just maybe, see, I say disappointed with the deadlift because in training I did 360 and I felt like I had 370 in the tank. So it could be because maybe I feel great and then I was comfortable going at this pace. I wasn't recovered from the squat to be able to push out what I was able to do fully rested in training. And even still, at comp, after that 8 hours, you're usually tired and exhausted by the time you get to your third attempt deadlift. But thank you so much for watching. This prep has been very enlightening, seeing what I'm capable of on TRT. I know I keep using that word, but it's a must. People new to the channel don't understand what's going on. So I am going to maintain those testosterone levels that I'm on now, and I'm going to work on building from this foundation I created during this prep. See if I can keep doing this or turn to do this. Don't know, we'll find out. I'm enjoying the process. I feel great. I think I look better than ever. Skin, sleep, mood, everything is stable. And more importantly, I can keep doing what I'm doing right now indefinitely. Got my blood work back. There's nothing in the red. There's no risk to my health right now. There's no compromise to my health. So, Bob's your uncle. Okay. I am now going to LA this weekend. So that is goodbye, Dubai. And I'll see you all there very soon at the LA Fit Expo.